DJ Mike C on the track.
Cause that be natural. Lady D, looking tacky. I keep my game tactful.
Yo,
yeah, I'm so nappy. Cause that be natural.
The infamous.
I ain't looking tacky cause I keep my game tactful.
I'm so pretty, I'm so fabu, I'm so nappy, it's like it's a taboo. I'm so filthy, got the tattoo, fucking these bitches like I own ragu. On my business with my platoon, getting these minutes like I'm a typhoon. Y'all is cheering on that cartoon.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to Airfros and Babyhairs. And welcome back to another vlog. We gonna start this vlog off with doing my hair because I just washed it. It's kind of dry, but my scalp was very irritated, so I had to wash it. So now I need to go about styling it. Anyway, how are y'all doing? Hopefully all is well. Life is lifing for me, but we gotta keep it pushing. So I don't know what to do to my hair. It's honestly too hot to wear wigs, but I really want to put on a wig because it's just way too hot. I also want to do me some braids, like with extensions, but I'm too lazy. So I think what I'm gonna do is, you know, try to moisturize and maybe twist it up, like twist, cause it's pretty quick. But I don't know. Anyway, we just gonna do my hair. It's not gonna be mini twists. It's going to be whatever, you know. It's quick. So just spraying some water on it for now, cause like I said, it got dry. I had to wait on my lawn people to finish the grass, so that's why my hair is kind of dry right now. So I think for the moisturizer, now I'm gonna say this too. This is a hair mask. The last video that I did, I showed this, but then I realized this is a hair mask, and I was wondering why when I was using this my hair was sour. Like, you supposed to wash that out. And I thought that was a leave-in, but my bad y'all, it's not. It's actually a hair mask. My hair was getting really sour, like after a couple of days. It was like, what? My hair's still funny. But don't make that mistake, y'all. Sometimes I don't be paying attention, I just be doing. So yeah, my bad. But the process still is the same. We're gonna use some Strengthen and Restore Styling Lotion for moisture. Gotta make sure what these products are. Now some leave-in conditioners and stuff like that, I mean deep conditioners and stuff like that, you can leave in your hair and they don't sour like that, but for some reason that brand does. I guess you pronounce this Teaching, this one, and then it's a Honey Miracle, maybe because it does have honey in it or something. Reason why it sours, but that got to be washed out. And as far as my own brand of shea butter, I need to get me a handheld mixer, because I want that to be a little bit more of a whip consistency like this, because I don't know, and I think on the oils or something I need to get my measurements together, because something like I just need to work on that mixture a little bit more. But I know the consistency of it, I want it to be a little bit more watery. Maybe I need to put like some glycerin in it, or maybe even water in it. But I want it to be lighter than that. I'll show y'all. Although I've used it, it's like a thicker type consistency, almost like. So I think I want to get a mixer specifically for like hair products and whip it to the consistency that I wanted. Although, you know, I did use the Ninja, but it's like it needs to be whipped, not blended. That's what I'm getting. So, yeah. Anyways, I do want to say y'all probably have noticed that lately or over the past, I don't know, maybe some months here now, I don't do a lot of talking on my videos. And I haven't been posting that much. And it's just the fact that I just had got this feeling that something was not right with my channel. It just felt, I just had this overwhelming feeling, not overwhelming, but this like good feeling that something was going on with my presence on social media, period. And I just felt like I don't know, it's like sometimes you can feel the hate, or yeah, I guess you could say hate. And I just wanted to kind of like fall back and like kind of like fall behind the scenes, because as long as I've been on social media and the fact that I haven't reached a certain level, it was a bit odd for me to be getting so much hate or certain type of feedback. And it's like, really, you would think that you would get trolled and stuff like that once you reach a certain level. So it was kind of odd to me that I was getting so much feedback, negative feedback, as if I was this successful and, you know, thriving YouTuber, but or just a thriving social media presence. So it was a bit odd. So like I said, I was just trying to fall back so I could get a hold on to what was going on. Now, although I found out what is going on, I'm not going to get into all of that right now. When I'm ready to tell that portion, I will let you guys know, because yeah, it's a lot. However, it's taught me a lot, and I just want to say to anyone out there who's trying to create, you know, and build their platform, like, everything that you could do is you're probably doing everything that you could do, right? You're doing everything right. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. Just remember, in the process of building your presence, your platforms, your enterprise, or whatever like that, just make sure that you're praying over or praying for the protection around your creations, your intellectual property. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that you remember to keep your creations covered and protected. You get what I'm saying? Just like you would for yourself. Now, I know that I don't talk a lot about religion or spirituality on this channel, but I am a very, 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 very spiritual person. And y'all y'all might not know that part of, you know, about me, but I am. And so I kind of blame myself for not incorporating that side of myself more, and I blame myself for not, you know, in the midst of me being in my spiritual warrior bag, not covering myself when it comes down to my social media presence. So that's why I'm telling y'all right now, make sure that you do that step. Cover your businesses, you know, especially if you're, you know, someone who is doing this as a profession or as your livelihood or whatever like that. Make sure that you're covering yourself. And also, the reason why I didn't like incorporate the spiritual aspect of myself as much on this channel is because I feel like it's kind of private, and I feel like people are judgmental in that way, because a lot of people from our community are, you know, religious, and in the religious sector they try to make you feel like you shouldn't be spiritual. And so they kind of like try to shun people. So I don't want people to feel like I'm trying to force my spirituality onto them. And I don't want my spirituality to take away from what I'm doing. However, it is me. So following me or subscribing to me or supporting me in whatever way that you do, that aspect will come through on this channel from now on. I mean, I have shown you guys my actual yoga routine when I do yoga and stuff like that, but just really like going in on that aspect. And it's really not a lot of steps that I can show as far as my spiritual practice, but it is a part of my life. It's actually a big part of my life. So I'm going to start incorporating that more into my videos. It doesn't take away, to me, it doesn't take away from who I am and who I've been showing. It just shows you a little bit more about me as far as the people who genuinely support. You get what I'm saying? So I will be adding a little bit more of me to the channel, basically. So yeah, with that being said, like I said, make sure that you're covering your platform. You know, pray for your platforms. Pray that it's protected from all of these, you know, monitoring spirits, evil eye. Make sure that you're protecting yourself before you come on camera, after you get off camera, those things. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to add that in there. Now back to the hair. Yeah. So anyway, my scalp was really itchy. But yeah, that's why I had fell back from talking so much, doing so much. It's just I had to figure out what was really going on. So I had to fall back and kind of observe and tap in. You get what I'm saying? You observe, don't come for me, and then tap in to see what's going on. If you know, you know. But yeah, and I definitely got my answers. So yeah. Anyway, and I'm sure for some of you, same things could be happening. So like I said, cover your endeavors. Also, I want to point out too that in all honesty, spirituality is not that much different than religion. And what they do in the religious sector is not that much different. So I don't even understand why people are so weird in that way. In fact, to me, if you're on the righteous side, or you're part of the collective that is chosen, or light bringers on the spiritual sector, then it really looks like a lot of the religious aspect is doing a lot more than what is done on the spiritual side. You get what I'm saying? Depending on what denomination you are in the religious sector, they do a whole lot more, and it's almost like the pot calling the kettle black. Like for the spiritual sector, you have the light bearers, and then you have the darker side. And I think that's where people get it confused. Like when people say they're spiritual, everybody just thinks automatically that they are dark, they do demonic stuff. And it's like, no, it's two different sectors. But when it comes to religion, it kind of intertwines. You have the dark and the light mixing in the same spot. And a lot of the practices would be considered a bit dark. So whether people realize that or not. But so it's like, don't judge. Maybe you need to understand or get some type of understanding as to what is going on. Then, make your judgment. So, yeah. But that's the only reason why I did not incorporate a lot of the spiritual side. And it's really not a lot of rules to being spiritual. It's just basically to look at it as a whole. It's just based on, it's like you can create your own spiritual practices, right? The main thing is to follow universal law. And it's like, that's common sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's all about what kind of karma you want to receive. Do you want good karma or do you want bad karma? Because it's like, what you push out is what you're going to get back. And that's how you have to look at spirituality and just acknowledge the higher source. Specifically, the cosmic mother. Because in the religious aspect, yes, you want to not acknowledge that masculine, but the masculine is not it all. It's not it. Everything has a feminine and a masculine, so you need to acknowledge both. So getting into the spiritual aspect, you need to or be open to acknowledging and honoring the feminine, right? And also the masculine. I'm not saying leave the masculine out, but that's the difference. You have to honor mother. So just remember that the cosmic law, like what you put out is what you're gonna get back. So with that allows you to look at yourself. How are you treating people? How are you showing up to people? You get what I'm saying? It makes you take accountability for yourself, because in a sense, if all that you're manifesting in your life it's a bunch of negativity, low vibrational situations, then that's when you need to step back and look at what are you projecting to the world. How are you showing up in the world? Because ultimately the problem is you. The way that you're thinking, the way that you're viewing things, you get what I'm saying? So it's basically spirituality in a nutshell. And instead of going to church on Sunday and, you know, eating flesh and drinking blood, you know, lighting candles for one specific God, in spirituality you give honor and worship to all aspects of God. See, that's why they have it confused, saying, oh, don't, it's multiple gods, it's multiple gods. Yes, it's multiple gods, but they all represent the whole God. So in a sense, it's like there's God in its entirety, and then there's God for specific parts of your reality. To break it down a little bit further, it's like there's a God for food, there's a God for health, there's a God for, you know, business practices or business ventures. It's a God that's over money, but they represent God in the entirety. You get what I'm saying? So it's different aspects of God that you can worship or pay more reverence to, or you can just simply choose to worship the one whole God as a whole. However, it's still a feminine and a masculine. You see what I'm saying? So with each aspect, there is a feminine and a masculine. Like I was just saying, like if it's for your well-being, it's a feminine and a masculine. You can pay reverence to both. Over your health, your well-being, over your money, your finances, your business ventures, there's another God and goddess. You get what I'm saying? But they all represent God as a whole. That way you can understand the different aspects of God in its entirety. You get what I'm saying? So that's the difference. And you start to develop the God within yourself as well. Because that's the main thing we don't think about, that God is in us too. So that's why I'm saying it's like it's a little bit more in depth. You can go more in depth and to me get a lot more understanding going the spiritual route versus the religious route. Yes, nothing is wrong with the religious route as long as you have all of your understanding. It can't be any questions, doubt. You get what I'm saying? And with religion, I had too many questions. People wanted to explain, and it was too much jumping around this Bible. You know what I'm saying? Never getting through the Bible in its entirety and having an explanation or someone to explain and stuff like that. So that's why I chose spirituality. I just had too many questions that were left unanswered. And it's like it's a lot going on in this Bible, but all of this that's going on in the Bible is contradicting what the 10 Commandments are. You know, it's too much bloodshed. It's too much. So, that part. So if I can't understand it and it's not making sense to me, it's causing more confusion, I don't see how that's going to benefit me in the long run. You see what I'm saying? So that's just my path. But, you know, I'm just trying to explain to you guys the reason why. Although I don't discriminate against people who are still in the religious sector, by all means, we all need to acknowledge a higher power in whatever way that is. But I'm just telling you guys my reason for what I chose, what path I decided to go down. So just to clear that up. Let's see, wait. Get back to this hair. Cause see, that's why I don't be wanting to talk too, because sometimes that mouth won't shut up. And when it's time to edit this video, it takes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Cause I gotta listen to this conversation all the way back over again. So let me focus on the hair and try to talk and do this hair at the same time. Ultimately, I started off in Christianity. Christianity, I did the Jehovah's Witness, Methodist, Baptist, and I visited a few, I think they call Pentecostal churches, had Pentecostal friends, you know. And even with all of that, I still had questions. So, and then I went off into the Muslim. Still had questions. Still was confused. And so I went off on my own, you know, trying to figure some things out, did a little studying, and then I ended up in the Hindu sector to help with my spiritual growth. So, and I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still advancing and ascending in that manner. So, that's where we are now. Just feel like that aspect of me needs to be incorporated. Like, it's not always going to be deliberate where I bring it into my videos, but if I'm doing something related to my spiritual practice, then I'll just, you know, it's just in there. But it's not like, you know, let's just talk about, you know, my spiritual life on every single video. I actually have another video that's based around a lot of divinity. Well, another channel that's based on more or less the divinity. So, but if you were in that sector, then you'll probably run into me over there. So yeah. Because I've been getting this energy of people like seeing something about me or noticing different things about me, and they wondering what's going on. Something in your spirit is telling you it's something about me or whatever like that. So I just wanted to break it down and just know that, you know, during this time, a lot of us are going through like spiritual upgrades and things like that. So it is a bit of a change. And it's like also I can read and feel the energy. That's one of my spiritual gifts. That's how I knew something was going on with my social media presence. However, I just thought, let me just bring this to the forefront and just let these people know that I know what they're doing, and just ask them to like leave me alone, go away. You don't have to follow me, you don't have to watch me. But even with that, they just kept on and kept on and kept on. You get what I'm saying? So it just was a lot. It just got to be a lot. And as a spiritual person, you have to balance those energies. You have to stay really, really balanced. So that's why I was like, I had to fall back, tap in, see what's going on, and then work on trying to alleviate the problem. So that's what I was doing. And then as a mother, I'm not going to, although, my children are grown, but I do have a special needs daughter. And I'm not going to sit around and tolerate people like bullying her for no reason. Now, I could see if she did something or whatever like that, and it was warranted. Like, for instance, if she was to say something out the way to someone and they clap back, that's different. You see what I'm saying? But if you're just targeting her, bashing her, coming for her, and it's like she is the innocent in this, I'm not going to tolerate that. So it's like that energy as well. As long as she's just on YouTube as well or online, we've never gotten that either. That's how I knew the attacks were deliberate. These were scheduled and they were meant to target us. So that part. So anyway, now that we know, like I said, just keep your businesses covered, keep yourself covered each and every time. Pray for your whatever you're building, and then that's how you'll stay covered through this whole entire process. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm finna go and finish my hair. Like I said, I'm gonna twist it, and I'll be back to talk to y'all, because I ain't gonna never get through if I keep on talking. So yeah, I'll get y'all on the next clip. So y'all, this is how the twist turned out. Usually I keep my hair covered, but I'm gonna wear it out today. I put on my slap cap, but this is what is usually going on under my slap cap. When I have a slap cap on, I have it either plaited or a twist. So I don't want to bore y'all with me doing this, although the twists are a little bit quicker. This is what I came up with, and it's probably going to draw up a little bit more. I prefer mine like that. I know some people like they are stretched. But usually I like mine like this because I don't want to worry about the humidity, or when I get in the shower it's going to end up shrinking, and then I got to stretch it back out, like all of that. Like, yeah, just let it shrivel up. It's all good. So yeah, that's it for the hair portion. I did Robin's hair the other day, so she good. I just may need to, add a little bit of moisture and do her edges, and she should be fine for the next week or so. So that's it on the hair. But this is my protected style for now. And yes, my parts ain't all that, but it is what it is. Back. Y'all, Robin already ate. So, hold on, let me get my hopefully y'all can hear. But she already ate, and so now I'm getting my smash on. This is like I guess like a pho. So, yeah. I don't have any sprouts, cilantro. I got some jalapenos, but this sriracha will do. I'm gonna have some though. Not gonna hold y'all. I'm just gonna go and smash this, and I'll see y'all on the next scene. It is 8 out of 10. I know that I let you down. It's too late to say sorry now. Can you get out the kitchen, sir? Thank you. guys. We at Walmart. You pull those that way, I'll pull this one this way. Alright. Thank you. Yeah, we was on the struggle bus trying to get this buggy. Okay.
This is good stuff.
Come on, child. Why you getting closer to the snacks? We not getting that. We came for supplies and edge gel. Remember? Chips. We got chips. Got some good old plain potato chips. Look at the little jewelry section, child. We might need to look over there. I don't need to go over there. Because, yeah. Might get carried away. You gonna get a bag? There's some down there. Just get the chips, Robin, so we can go. They cheaper in here than they would be at the corner store. And this a huge bag. This party size, so they'll last you a few days. Let's turn right here. Going to the supplies. Here, you hold the camera because I'm pushing. Yeah, we have internet already.
Okay, see, Frontier, Spectrum, Sparklight, T-Mobile, BTX, E-Tech, AT&T, Starlink.
We have a Sparklight. But we kind of in a hurry. Come on, Rodney.
How much
You got a card?
No, we don't provide cards. They call us for groceries, so we stop giving it. Alright, take care.
Yeah, my legs, my yeah, fine. Me had my notebook plan.
Alright, guys, so gotta get some supplies. So far, I don't see any. Might be on the wrong aisle. I need some index cards. Same even the pimples. Old box. What's the difference? 100. What is that? A safe? Oh. I got a safe already. Ain't no money in it. We gotta quit buying stuff we ain't gonna use. Taking up space. You gon' yeah. See if you gonna save up for it first. Alright, let's get some markers too. Go look for the markers too. Now I would like just these. I don't need these little bitty ones. Maybe that's what this is. $6.
That's a lot of money.
How much was this, Robin? Cause these be expensive too. Oh, okay, it's $5.
Yeah.
Okay, it's on sale. Girl, you gotta look at them prices. You still want the stickers? Here go the sticker book.
I give that for real.
All right, these only $2.50. All right, now I need to get some markers. Okay, those are almost $3, but wait, your stuff was up there. Mine down here. You got this too?
Yeah.
Did you see how much that was?
That's $8.
$8 for that one little notebook?
Yeah.
Girl, bye. That's too expensive. You could have bought a big, like one of these for $2. It got way more pages in it. Why would you buy an $8 pad? That's for lawyers. You're not no lawyer. You okay? Yeah. See, the way you shop, you gonna end up broke fast. Yeah. Hey. These color pencils, $30. Is this the first one? Oh, I don't want no color pencils. I need markers. Where the markers at?
I'm good. Ooh, I remember the flame and the flowers. They're cute. We'll make it later.
I didn't necessarily want hat markers. I want skinny markers.
And I'm meeting, notebook, about the affirmation day.
That's how I get this one. Hey, where did I get the one that you used? The big box of markers? I thought I got it from Walmart. But that'll do for now. Robbie, you don't need that pad. You just want a pad. Here go one for $2, $3. But these are so skinny. barely any sheets in there.
And you can run away.
This what you want?
Yeah.
Look through it.
It's black pepper.
It seems like it's some type of tracing paper.
No, yeah. They're good.
You don't want it?
Mm-mm.
All right, well, come on. Because we need to get some hair gel so we can go. All right, y'all. What is that? Is it Play-Doh?
That's a marker. It's like markers it's in color something.
Oh, okay. What kind of markers are these?
It's a weird. That is not for the bag.
All right, y'all. We'll holler at y'all when we get to our next location. Only because my purse is heavy and this camera. So, yeah, we'll be back. All right, y'all. We are at the local Starbucks. We got to catch us some lunch right quick. Drink. Cheers.
It's not that. It's good. It's my favorite drink ever had.
So let's. So we got us a spinach feta and egg white wrap. So that's what we about to drink. I have a strawberry lemonade acai. Robin has her signature drink, the caramel ribbon crunch. So yeah.
So good.
What's it giving?
Ain't 10.
This good.
It's so
It's refreshing. I'm finna dig into this. Something real quick. Nice and hot. But this is the new Starbucks in our area. It seems to be a little bit bigger. So that's a plus. Let me know if y'all tried this strawberry acai lemonade. It's really good if you're just thirsty. I had coffee earlier, so I didn't want any more. And she was like, some people add milk to it. Or like coconut milk. The feta on this is enough milk for me right now. just not doing a lot of talking. She's on her notepad. So. Finish this. We want to thank y'all for joining us on this vlog. I know it's been a minute. It's really because I've been forgetting to pick up the camera for the vlog. But we want to thank y'all for joining us on this vlog. We appreciate you guys. We look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Peace and love. And as always,
DJ Mike C on the track.
Cause that be natural. Lady ain't looking tacky. I keep my game tacky.
Yo,
yeah, I'm so nappy. Cause that be natural.
The infamous.
Ain't looking tacky. Cause I keep my game tacky.
I'm so pretty, I'm so faboo, I'm so natural, it's like it's a taboo. I'm so filthy, got the tattoo. Hucking these bitches like I own ragu. On my business with my platoon. Getting these minutes like I'm a tapu. Y'all is cheering on that cartoon. And I'm still on top of these buffoons. I'm so nappy, I'm so nappy. All these dudes that wanna get at me, I'm so cultured and I'm happy. Jealous witches wanna come back me. Cause I'm comfortable in my skin. End of the day, you lose, I win. I'm so comfortable in my ends. Don't care if I make or lose a few friends. And I look like $1 trillion. Lady, we won a lotto. Cause in the Lord I trust. And beauty is the motto. Naturally thick in the butt. I'm Billy Blanks on the Tabo. Edges a little rough. Just pretend I'm from a